Chromox is going down. Oh, that's also a red card, by the way. I don't know what Chromox is going to achieve here. You don't have enough white sources for Flage. That's a GG. I'm not even going to draw cards. I'm just going to kill them. GG. See ya. Alright, well, deck did what it wants to do. Hello everyone, it's your favorite wizard of the coast. I'm a control guy and I'm back with another video for you guys. Yeah, pretty much just spontaneous recording. So I made a Patreon, as you know, since I've been saying this, and I'm gonna say it every video. I made a Patreon. So if you want to support me, check it out down below. I have Patreons already, which is like, dude, you guys are like how else can I like describe you other than like the best community on YouTube? Like I already have, I make a Patreon like when I get 1,000 subs, and day one I have supporters already. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. I don't even know what to say. Join the Discord, come hang out. If you want to support me on Patreon. Anyway, my first OG Patreon supporter, AJH. Shoutouts to him, them. I'm guessing it's a him. Okay, first of all, I already have a second support, which is insane. AJH upgraded from my apprentice tier to my scholar tier, which gives you a donation deck, which we're going to be playing today. My new supporter, BD Loves Cake. Thank you so much, BD Loves Cake. BD Loves Cake is one of those guys who's just insane. BD Loves Cake, subscribe on Patreon at the Archmage tier, which is the highest tier. So yo, I'm literally at a loss for words. You don't get it. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you so much for your support. You're literally making this possible. I'm having quite a tough time IRL right now, but thanks to people like you, I can keep going and keep making this stuff. So I really appreciate it. He loves cake. Really appreciate it. You're in the intro. And then, before I even get into the video, real quick, because I was looking at my YouTube memberships and seeing like what happens there and like how that works, I see that apparently, Kakadu 5332. I don't know what's going on. YouTube says that you upgraded to Senate tier on YouTube 0 days ago. So if you did that today, holy cow, thank you so much. I'll put you in the intro for the next video, because like YouTube is displaying this really weirdly. It kind of looks like a bug almost. All right, quick little editor's note here. It's a few hours later, and yes, it was a bug. Kakadu 5332, really appreciate you. Yes, he is a member, or they are a member. Kakadu, really appreciate you. Yeah, dude, crazy, you guys are insane. But yeah, if you want, join my Discord. I'll link you up. You would actually be the first and only person in the Discord so far to have a YouTube membership role. I have my YouTube and Discord linked, so you would have the roles and everything. And let me know how you would rather prefer the uncut videos. Because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload them as unlisted videos and then link them in posts. So yeah, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Like, again, you really didn't have to, but I really appreciate it. Any help really like lets me do this stuff and just keep going. So really appreciate you. You're the GOAT. And yeah, back to the video. Peace. But hey, Kakadu5332, really appreciate you as well. If you are a member, you're making this possible. I couldn't thank you enough. Like, it's amazing. Like, you guys are amazing. Like, I don't need anything. I try to reiterate this so much. I don't need you guys to like. I don't really need you guys to give me money. Obviously, I'm not like rich or anything, but like, I mean, I'll take it. But like, thank you so much. You make it so much easier to just focus on making content rather than having to like worry. Oh, do I actually have time to record a video today? When you guys look at my Patreon and see, oh, you have 2 new members, I'm like, I have to make a video now. Like, it's crazy. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Anyway, as I said, so all across YouTube and Patreon. Also, I would recommend supporting me on Patreon. YouTube is fine. I obviously any support is wanted, but I won't be uploading I could. So sorry about for anyone who doesn't care about this stuff. Sorry, I'll leave a timestamp when the actual gameplay starts and everything. But so the way it works on YouTube, what I really dislike about YouTube is that when I upload a video for members only, which I promise my base tier on both YouTube and Patreon, you will get access to all my videos in an uncut form, so you don't get me cutting out anything, right? The thing about YouTube is that if I upload a video for members only, the uncut video, it will still promote it to everyone, even the free viewers, and it will just be a thumbnail that they click on, and then it says, oh, pay control guy to watch this. Like, I hate that, man. I really hate that. Like, honestly, yeah, sure. In the end, it makes me money, right? Someone is going to be annoyed by that and then start paying me, but that's a hate watcher. I don't really want hate watchers. The only hate watchers I want is aggro players to try to find out how to beat control and then realize that they can't because aggro is not a good strategy against control. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that. So if you do want to support me on YouTube, what I'm gonna do now, like also once this is cleared up, because obviously it looks kind of like a bug, but I think they actually pay for a membership. So Kagaru, once come tomorrow, YouTube will probably update itself and be like, yo, you actually have a member. What I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna upload the videos, the uncut videos to this channel, or maybe to this channel. And I'll unlist them so you can't find them by searching, you need the actual link. And then I'll make a members only post so that that has the link so you can click the link and watch the video. It's gonna be roundabout, I'm sorry. I just really don't like that if I just upload the video as members only, it still shows it to people who are not members. I just find that really annoying. So we'll see, maybe that YouTube will fix the system and make it less of a dark pattern. Maybe they won't and I'll just have to use that workaround. But yeah, Kagadu, if you are supporting me, I really appreciate you. You'll be put in the intro literally next video. Obviously if you're supporting me, I really appreciate you. If you're not supporting me, if you're just watching this video, I really appreciate you too. Again, all I really need from you is for you to like and subscribe. That's all I really need. You don't need to pay me, you don't need to send me money or anything. I really appreciate everyone who does, because obviously I'm not rich. I'm not in a situation where I can just say, oh, I don't need your money. I really appreciate anyone who does support me, but if you don't have any money and you still want to support me, subscribe, like, you already know. That's all I need. Really appreciate you. Anyway, all the glaze out the way. You guys are still amazing. Again, I don't understand. It's like, back in the day, okay, no more tangents, sorry. I was going to say how back in the day, as I wasn't a YouTuber, I would like look at YouTubers and be like, man, how must it feel to have a community? I now know, even though my community isn't big, my community is amazing, okay? I love you guys. You guys are the goats. Anyway, let's get into this video. I've rambled enough. All right, so this is the exact list that AJH showed me that he wants to see me play. Specifically, AJH wanted me to play 4x Flame of Anor in a deck. Flame of Anor obviously is a Wizard Matters card, so you basically get you have to choose one mode, but if you control a wizard, you get to choose 2 modes. 3 mana for 2 of these modes is pretty powerful. The modes are draw 2 cards, so target player draws 2 cards, destroy target artifact, or 5 damage to target creature. Pretty much remove any creature, any relevant creature that isn't just a reanimate monster in Timeless. Destroy an artifact, that one's not as relevant because obviously there is the affinity deck that plays artifacts, and if you catch those, it's obviously very good. But Timeless isn't really a format where artifacts matter that much. No one's really playing like the hateful artifacts that they play in Legacy, for example. It can be good. Some people are playing, like there is a lands deck that plays Thorn of Amethyst, but that's like the only real artifact. And I say that as if there's not one artifact that rules them all, the One Ring, but the One Ring is indestructible, so this will actually not destroy the One Ring. So the creature destruction mode, if it could target planeswalkers, would be much better, but it can't. It only kills creatures, so that's not always going to be relevant. The artifact mode, hate to say it, not very relevant in Timeless. The best mode is draw 2 cards. Instant speed 3 mana draw 2 cards isn't horrendous in Timeless. It's not great though. So like, and you have to play wizards to make it work. So Flame of Anor, my verdict, like personally speaking, not a great Timeless card. Definitely not a great 4x in Timeless, but we'll do it for the video. AJ wants to see this, let's do it. So it can be good though. I'm not saying it can't be good. It can be good. There are some very interesting things you can do with Flame of Anor in this format. It's a great card advantage spell, I would say. But 3 mana is also quite a lot in a format that recently got Strip Mine added to it, so we'll see. Anyway, let's discuss the deck that he sent me, because he sent me this list as the base, and I'm gonna like upgrade it, or well, not upgrade it, but like change it to make it more control-y, because this list is also quite old. This is back when Flare of the Nile came out, I believe. Because people were playing Izzet Polarizer, which is an alchemy card that when it dies, you get either Ionize, which is a counterspell that deals 2, or Electrolyze, which is 2 damage and you draw a card. So this, you would play this on turn 2, then you'd sacrifice it to Flare of the Nile, you would get a counterspell into your hand and counter a spell, which means you made card advantage with that. And then you'd obviously play Snapcaster so that you can have Snap Bolt to kill your opponent, Snap Brainstorm for card advantage, Snap Flame of Anor in the late game for Giga card advantage, and technically you can Snap Flare where you don't get to sacrifice a Snapcaster because, because of the rules interaction where Snapcaster gives this flashback 1 blue, and you can only cast it for flashback 1 blue from your graveyard, not for its alternate cost. So yeah. Then this deck, interestingly, actually wins with Fury. Fury is obviously a board wipe, but if you have a blue mana and a red card in hand, you can put Fury in as a board wipe, deal 4, then Essence Flux it, which is very interesting. You exile it and return it, which this removes the evoke effect that you have to sacrifice the Fury. Then Fury re-enters and then deals another 4 Divine Density, so you deal 8 Divine Density choose, which is going to wipe away most creature decks boards. And you get to keep a double strike a 3/3. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool way to win the game. So you have all your wizard value stuff. The wizards are basically just giving you value. Tamiyo, Snapcaster, and Electrolyzer were just giving you value so that you can counter spells and draw cards. And then with Fury, you wipe the board and then eventually just win by attacking with Fury. Essence Flux, obviously, where exiled creatures can also, reset your Snapcaster Mages, etc., or save a Tamiyo or something like that. So pretty cool stuff. And yeah, that was the deck. Now the problem about Timeless is that Timeless has kind of moved on from this. We now have a bunch more cards that are just stronger than what this was. Like the Polarizer, Flare, like this synergy just isn't as good anymore because Ionize and Electrolyze just aren't as good in Timeless anymore. It's just really not worth it to play those. So we're going to be doing it a little bit differently today. So let me show you guys the deck that I came up with this as a base, where I said I want 4 Flame of Anor, okay? Alright, so this is my version, well, my changed version. I think first of all, I slowed the deck down a bit. We're not scamming Fury anymore. We only really have 1 in here. We're never going to scam it. This is just an emergency board wipe or a late game threat. We have Jace as an alternate win condition. And then really our main win condition is actually to burn our opponent out with Lightning Bolt. Because here's the cool interaction that I did mention earlier. Flame of Anor and Tamiyo. Tamiyo is a wizard, Flame of Anor draws 2 cards. If they have a creature in play, and you have a Tamiyo in play, you can just kill that creature, draw 2 cards, flip Tamiyo. Then next turn, if you have another Tamiyo, you can play Tamiyo, get back Flame of Anor, kill another creature, draw 2 cards, flip the new Tamiyo, plus the new Tamiyo, and keep doing that for as long as you have Tamiyos to play. So that's kind of an interesting loop. And then eventually Tamiyo can just keep getting back Bolt, and you can snap Bolt to just kill your opponent like that. In Timeless, the only deck that really actively gains life is Boros Energy, or, well, Mardu Energy as well. They are the only ones who gain life with Guide of Souls, etc. And obviously Slot Pride. Decks that don't gain life in Timeless can easily get burnt out by Lightning Bolt because we are obviously a fetch land, shock land, mana-based format, right? So that's the main win condition. You can obviously also attack with Snapcasters, and I added Thundertrap Trainers as well, which, again, Thundertrap Trainer, great wizard. 2 mana, search, looks at the top, how many? Looks at the top 4 cards, puts a non-creature in your hand, can get you Force of Negation or Flare of Denial. Went down to 2 Flare of Denials because it's a good card, but we don't want to overfill on counterspells. We already have 2 mana drains and 4 negations. I think negation is going to be our main counterspell. Again, at the moment in Timeless, people aren't playing around it yet. People are still playing a lot of non-creatures. People are still playing turn 1 combo. And this in your opening hand can actually counter a show and tell. This can't, because you need the creature in play. But it's still good with Thundertrap Trainer, obviously, because you can draw, the creature. Thundertrap Trainer also very good with mana drain, because with the mana drain mana, you can kick the trainer, well, offspring the trainer to make a 1/1 copy that also has the effect, so you draw 2 cards effectively. We're playing Pyroclasm here instead of the Fury Scam. Pyroclasm is just a great board wipe against Boros because most of their stuff is 1 or 2 power toughness, and it just all dies to Pyroclasm. Izzet in general, we're playing Izzet control here. Izzet in general struggles against big creatures. So say your Atraxas or your, I don't know, any Eldrazi, Izzet kind of struggles against those because, yeah, 5 damage is a lot, but not enough to kill Atraxa. Which is almost why I made this a Jeskai deck with Source of Plowshares, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to add too many colors into this because, again, we are strip mine format, which can be awkward. That being said, we added another wizard. We added Magus of the Moon. This is kind of a third win condition, kind of. Against decks that don't need red mana, we just turn everything red and they just can't play the game anymore. That's why we're playing a lot of basics today. 1 basic mountain just in case, but you don't even really need this. Playing 5 basic islands, 2 Misty Sanctuaries, and a lot of fetch lands. This, by the way, y'all don't have to do this. I added 1 of every blue fetch land and then all the red and blue fetch lands. This is just to beat Surgical Extraction. There's really no real reason to do this. You can just stack up 3 Misty Rainforests or 3 Polluted Deltas. You don't have to do this. This is just just kind of a Magic player thing you do to beat cards that exile everything with the same name or whatever. So you don't have to do that. But yeah, I only own 3 Snapcasters, so that's unfortunately how much we got. I literally already had to buy wild cards for the Flame of Anors and for the Thundertrap Trainers. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. So this deck is kind of very Tamiyo reliant. We kind of rely on Tamiyo a lot here. But to be honest, we have a lot of free options. If you play a Tamiyo turn 1 or a Pondo on turn 1 and then a Thundertrap Trainer on turn 2, you will oftentimes end up with Force or Flare, and then you're just safe. And then you just build up your resources, kill stuff with Flame of Anor and draw cards. And yeah, that's it. Our worst matchup is Mono Red Burn. That deck is really hard for us to beat because we are kind of trying to dirtle in Izzet. We have no life gain, and they will just kill us. They will just burn us to death. Like, you can only Force of Negation so many burn spells. Like, yeah, it's rough. Against Mono Red aggro, it's tough. Even against Rakdos aggro, Rakdos burn, it's also tough. Against land destruction, if you can stabilize a mana base, like stabilize like red sources and blue sources, you're fine. If they manage to get you off of blue and red entirely, they'll rarely ever get you off of blue. They can only really ever get you off of red. If they get you off of red, it's rough but not unwinnable. If you get strip mine locked, you're cooked. There's no graveyard hate, obviously, because we're in red and blue. So it's kind of like a tempo, not a tempo deck really. It was a tempo deck before. I kind of made it into a control deck, but yeah, we'll see. I think this deck is good. I've played a couple games with it. It feels pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the best strategy right now, but it's definitely viable in my opinion. If you really like Flame of Anor that much, you can definitely play it. I think you should go down to 3 or maybe even 2 copies in the deck and play other colors in your deck and make the deck less reliant on playing wizards and more just being good spells. Flame of Anor, obviously, if Flame of Anor was Destroy Enchantment and Flame of Anor was 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker, it would be way stronger because then you would actually destroy Omniscience, you would destroy all sorts of like lock piece enchantments and whatnot. Artifacts just aren't as popular in Timeless. Only specifically the Affinity deck really plays them. But then again, not necessarily like a bad card. It's a good card advantage if you have enough wizards. Anyway, Brazen Borrower obviously isn't a wizard, but where red-blue really struggles with big creatures and permanents, we do want something to bounce on Omniscience or on Atraxa, because we don't want to lose to that. So we're just going to play 2 Brazen Borrowers in here. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So yeah, I will see you guys in the games. I hope you enjoy. Join the Discord for stuff like this, so I let you guys know early when I'm playing. And if you really want to support me, support me on Patreon. I'll see you guys in the games. Alright. Let's see. Opponent goes first. We have Bolt, Force, Fury. I think this is a keepable hand. Oh, my headphones are dying. Oops. So good. I think this is a keepable hand. Oh, both my headphones are dying. That's cool. Kitten. Bolt the cat. Bolt the cat or wait for Fury? I think I bolt the cat anyway. Just gonna bolt the cat. Anyway, just got a message. Strip mine! Yay! Every game today. Not every game, but like, I played against Usul spells and then against 2 strip mine decks. Fun. Oh my god. Man, what has Magic become? What has Thomas become? Is this the new problem in the format? Is this the new problem? Everyone's playing freaking strip mine. Alright, let's see. So if they attack with Cat and then play a Johnny, can Fury still wipe everything? No, but that's okay. Oh my god. Alright. Is strip mine the new problem in the format? Is strip mine the new no fun? Okay, so no play on their end. I mean, are they playing black and holding up Bowmaster? Is that what this is? Because, like, why else would they just make no turn to play? That's kind of weird, no? Let's surveil Flame of Anor. Again, this is my problem, right? Flame of Anor is a 3-drop. I just got strip mined. I just have to put this in the graveyard. There's no way I'm going to be able to cast 2 of them, right? It's just so awkward with Flame of Anor, man. So awkward, but it's fine. Ponder here, I guess. I guess we might as well. Can you Bowmaster? Not Bowmastering. Well, that's double Pyroclasm. Can't say no to that. I think I will actually just take Pyroclasm and then surveil away Ponder. No. No, I can keep the Ponder on top, right? Because then next turn I can Pyroclasm Ponder. Well, no. Yeah. Next turn I can Ponder into a second Pyroclasm and then Pyroclasm them. Pyroclasm is easily the best card in this matchup, so we'll keep Pyroclasm. Keep double Pyro. Because then we have Pyroclasm, Pyroclasm. Yeah, I'll keep the Ponder. Then next turn I'm going to Ponder into Pyroclasm. I could Fury here, but I don't think that's really worth it right now. Like, sure, let them get a 3rd cat. It's unlikely that they can create the City's Blessing with 4 cards in hand next turn and 2 lands. Yeah, they're gonna get one of those. They're not playing a Companion, which means they're probably playing Flage. Raptor is pretty good. Let's see what they hit. Ephemerate, that's fine. Sure, that just gives you mana. Gives you energy, that's fine. I hope they're not playing like the One Ring or anything. Pyroclasm's gonna be very good here. No City's Blessing. So, play Ponder. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Then I'm gonna fetch Island, and Plasm the Pyro, kill everything. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're in a pretty good spot now. We have more cards and more lands in them now. Chrome Mox, sure. That is a Flame of Anor target if I've ever seen one. Pitch that into Flage, sure. That can come back from the graveyard eventually. We have no graveyard hate. We just have to hard counter that over and over again. But that's okay. Magus of the Moon actually helps them. It actually low-key helps them. I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Snap Bolt. I could have Snap Pondered. Maybe I should have Snap Pondered for a land. But I want to keep Snapcaster Mage in my hand. In case they like have a removal spell, like a sorcery removal spell, like Static Prison. I want to keep my Snapcaster around so I can get value off this flame. What if Flame of Anor is Stone Rain, draw a card, that is pretty good. I can Snap Bolt this Ocelot Pride. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty good. This is gonna be a pretty good turn for me. So end step, I can Snap Bolt this Ocelot Pride. Removes the bolt from the deck, but that's okay. And then I can do this post-combat, pre-combat. I want to just do it now so that I get both effects. Draw 2 cards, destroy your land. Pretty good stuff. And then I can put Flame of Anor on top. Yep. See, this is the part of the game where Flame of Anor becomes really good, because I'm just permanently Flame of Anoring over and over again. Like, that's where Flame of Anor becomes super strong, when you just keep flaming and they just can't do anything. I also have Flare of Denial now, which is pretty cool. I can counter Flage with this. I didn't even see that I drew this. Strip mine. That's a little late. That's a little late, bro. I actually think I'm gonna play the Magus just to avoid getting strip mined. Gonna attack. Well, actually, nah, I'm gonna snap ponder. I'm gonna snap ponder here. Hit land, and then Tamiyo next turn. That's pretty good. Next turn I get to Tamiyo with Tamiyo into Flame of Anor if I want to. Or Johnny, sure. Yeah, this is pretty good. What do I want to do here? I think I might pitch cast Fury, just kill everything, and then do everything this turn. I think I'm gonna fetch Island. Fetch Island. Pitch cast Fury. I don't think I need Fury to win this game. Gonna target Ajani and the cat, submit 2. 2 damage to both. They both die. And then that happens, and then that happens. And then I'm gonna play Magus, actually. Because I don't want them to strip mine me. Now they have to specifically find another basic planes to cast Flage from the graveyard. Then next turn I can Flame of Anor. If they want to kill my Magus, I can Flare of Denial them. And at this point, the game... Oh, okay, now the game is over. I was gonna say at this point the game is pretty much over, but yeah. If it wasn't over before, this is my actual win condition. If they don't just die to the beatdown, they will definitely die to Fate Seal over and over again. Strip Mine. Yeah, you can have Strip Mine. That's a good card, right? You can keep that. Nice mountain, bro. Nice mountain, bro. Yep. Yeah, that's a JJ, brother. Alright, attack them. They're dead on board. I have double counter spell. I'm gonna Fate Seal them just cause Flage. I'm gonna put that to the bottom, although I could have just countered it. That's absolutely fine. Mox. Sure. It's gonna make you tap out, and then I can just kill you. You're dead on board. Chromox is going down. Oh, that's also a red card, by the way. I don't know what Chromox is going to achieve here. You don't have enough white sources for Flage. That's a GG. I'm not even going to draw cards. I'm just going to kill them. GG. See ya. Alright, well, deck did what it wants to do. The Magus here to stop the strip mines from being strip mines is pretty cool. Yeah, GG, man. Just beat you down. Brought to you by Pyroclasm. A really good card against Boros because it just sweeps up the cat and all the kittens and everything. It's a good card. I don't know why you're playing Ephemerate, man. It's just not a good card in your deck. Like Ephemerate and Chromox could just be other cards in red and white that just are better. So yeah, weird card choices, but it's not like we're playing a conventional deck anyway, right? But yeah, they are a Blood Moon deck, but we work on the Blood Moon just fine. GG. See you guys next game. Alright, we go first. We have Mountain, so we can't cast Mana Drain. I think this is still an okay hand though, but I think I might Brainstorm on. Oh, I can instep Brainstorm for the Mana Drain. Well, and Mana Drain can also just pitch to Force, so it's fine. Let's see if they're playing creatures. Alright, they're not doing anything. Let's instep Brainstorm. You're not really supposed to instep Brainstorm, but this lets us do this. Let's draw the mountain. Let's play this. Let's hold up Mana Drain. Or Bolt, or whatever. See what they're playing. Hopefully they play a blue-black land, whatever. Trying to hope that Magus is good against them. Yeah, they're playing the land destruction deck. That sounds fun. That sounds adorable. Okay, are they gonna fetch here? Death Riot, we can bolt that. Let's bolt that. We gonna do anything? No. Well, they can fetch a basic, but I'm Magusing here. They can fetch a black, float a black, and then Fatal Push the Magus. That's why I don't really like that they have a fetch land here. But it's okay. We don't really have a choice. We just have to let this see what happens here. Magus would be decent against them at this spot. Let's see what they have. Maybe I shouldn't have bolted. Maybe I should have countered the Death Right so that they maybe fetch and do something. Okay, they do fetch basic island, so interesting. So they don't have access to black here. That is a mountain. And they leave. And they leave. Fair enough. I actually were both kind of in the dumpster. Also, why did I just leave the match? I did not click that button. It just left. But oh well. Okay, well, let me just narrate the end of that game. So we were both actually not doing too well that game because I had double Steam Vent Mountain, Magus, so I also only had mountains, but I guess they just accepted that they're not winning a game where they only have one blue source, so GG. Alright, we go first, we have Ponder, we have a tap land, that's kind of awkward. We have Force, we could lead on tap land. Honestly, I like that. I think I'm gonna lead on tap land, try to find land 3, and then have Force of Negation up. Yeah, sounds good. I could also lead on untapped land and then hold up Ponder, but then I'd still have this tap land in my hand. I think I'm gonna lead on Thundering Falls here. If they're on an aggro deck, I get punished. Also, they mulliganed, I'm pretty sure. Mulligan once. Yeah, I'll keep a mountain, sure. Land is land here. Chrome Mox. So, do I counter a Chrome Mox? No. I will not counter a Chrome Mox. Exile Ponder. Strip Mine. Sounds fun, brother. Hydroponics. Sounds like a lot of fun, bro. Your deck sounds hella fun, bro. If they have Force of Negation, so be it. Maybe not. Right. I could have countered the Chromox, but I don't know if that would have been worth it. Magus, obviously, not a great card here, because they have Island Chromox, so they have all the blue sources they would ever need. Also, the 4th Strip Mine deck was played today, just saying. Let's ponder. Pyroclasm not very good. I'll take the Snapcaster. And then I'll draw... This is just as Force of Negation fodder, and then I'll draw the land, I guess. And then I can snap Ponder. Do I want to fetch and risk them having a Stifle? I don't think so. Pyroclasm was also not horrible against them. I could also snap Bolt. I think, yeah, this turn I'm going to snap Bolt, and then I'm going to draw Pyroclasm for a fresh Ponder. Then I'll snap Ponder. Yep, here's the Hydra. Snapcaster Mage. Don't want to counter this, that's fine. Lightning Bolt. That's 3 Hydroponics gone if this resolves. Mortgage Bowmaster, sure. Sure. That's gonna eat a Pyroclasm. Oh, I guess I could Magus here, but then Pyroclasm isn't very good. I'm just gonna Pyro. Kill Bowmaster, and then I can Surveil land, see what I find. They only have one more hydroponics and 48 cards, so let's see if they can find it already. Fetch land. I wish I could one-shot Tong here, but I can't. Fucking Quantum Riddler. Sure. Draw 2. Gonna let this resolve. Goes to warp. Alright. Gonna surveil land. Island. Snapcaster currently can ponder. I think Island isn't worth it. If I had a Flame of Anor down there, I would totally do that, but I don't think that's worth it in that context. I'm just gonna brainstorm here, see what's up. This Magus isn't very good. They might have a Bowmaster, I just realized. Oops. Well, nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. The Lightning Bolt is gone. They don't have a Bowmaster, they Surveil instead. That actually makes Magus a little better, I will say. But they can still Quantum Riddler, even if I have the Magus. And I didn't draw a land, by the way, so gonna be drawing all of these again. Let's see. So I can put Force on top, then play Tamiyo and Thundertrap, and get the Force back. While putting away maybe a Snapcaster, because Snapcaster isn't very good. I can Snap Ponder to try and hit a land drop. I can Magus them, but they have 2 blue sources. I'm gonna put away Snap Force. Then I'm gonna play Thundertrap Trainer. There's the Flame of Anor. Do I get Flame or Force here? I think I get... This sounds crazy, but I think I want to get Force and show them that I have Force. So that they don't try anything like a Treasure Cruise or whatever. Will they just cast the Riddler here? Grief. Sure. Sure, you probably have to take Magus, don't you? Like, if you don't take Magus, you're cooked, right? Like, if they don't take Magus, they just lose all their red or black sources. So, Grief wasn't very good here. I'm gonna attack, and then I'm gonna Snap Brainstorm. I can Snap Brainstorm at instant speed as well, if they try to do anything funny in combat. Why are they holding priority? Why are you holding prior opponents? The Quantum Riddler is what's actually worrying me, because I don't really have a good way of killing it in blue-red. So that's what's actually bothering me, the fact that they have Quantum Riddler in the deck, and they're clearly doing some weird stuff, to the point where I'm even worried that they might even play Essence Scatter to blink their stuff, because it looks like Dimir Scam to me, but oh well. Don't forget they also play Strip Mine, so that's also another problem. Okay. Attack. Snap. Brainstorm. Brainstorm. So I'm kind of looking for like a mana drain. They probably have the fatal push here, but that's fine. Do they have the fatal push here? That's what this comes down to. They don't. What are they putting on top? Brainstorm to change their hand. I might unironically Force of Negation that Brainstorm because that's a like big sign of weakness if they're like putting Brainstorm on top with Mystic Sanctuary here. That's like a massive massive sign of weakness. Okay. Put Force Land on top in that order and shock in a land. So now I have either draw a card Force of Negation available, or I have Brazen Borrower available. I think I'm forcing this. I'm low-key, like, I just want to force this brain. Oh, Quantum Riddler. That's it? Alright, cool. That's fine by me. Draw a card. What do I have down here? I'm gonna draw so I can draw a fresh card. I don't want to draw this Force of Negation. If they attack me, do I double block? Lose both my creatures? Probably not. What is this? Grief. Sure. Okay, in that case, I will petty theft the Quantum Riddler and get my Force of Negation discarded. What did they pitch to Grief? Fatal Push. So they did have a Fatal Push. Interesting. Okay. Well, Tamiyo is going to lose 2 life. Actually, is Tamiyo going to lose 2 life? Yeah, I can block. I get to keep one of my wizards thanks to the plus. They can't kill both. I get to keep one of my wizards. That's pretty cool, actually. Obviously, if they play Reanimate, that's bad, but they already have a Grief down there, so I think this is pretty good for me. Right. Oh, there's a land on top. I completely forgot that. So there is just a land on top regardless. In that case, do I draw maybe... Do I minus Tamiyo and get, like, a Ponder here? Minus Tamiyo, get back Ponder, and cast Ponder. I low-key regret not taking Flame of Anor as well. I was gonna say it, but I did get it. I drew it. So I can draw the flame, draw with my thing, and play a land still. Decline. Draw a card. Now I'm threatening shock play Brazen Borrower. While also holding up Force of Negation. Okay. Let's see. Bowmaster would be a great draw for them here. They just play Quantum Riddler. Sure. Draw a card. Strip. Okay. That's fine. Sucks, but that's fine. This Riddler has drawn them a lot of cards. I'm going to attack into it next turn. And then I'm going to Flame of Anor. Destroy one of my basics, sure. Brazen B. Now I could bounce it again, but I'm just gonna attack with everything. Full attack. If they're smart, they don't block. If they're dumb, they block. So before damage here, I'm gonna draw 2, deal 5. They could have Force of Negation here. Sure, they went down 2 cards, in which case I will just bounce this Quantum Riddler. They get to draw another card, but that's fine. That's fine. And I can kill Tamiyo to get back another, get this. Oh no, they Force of Negation it, so they got exiled. Damn. That's just tough then. They warped the Riddler. Okay, draw a card. Do they have the Scam card? They don't. Okay, Riddler comes back. So they're clearly holding up the mana for something here. Pyroclasm, not the best card here. Let's just do this. And attack with everything, I think. I have to get them dead. My guess would be they have like a Bowmaster or something, or just a Fatal Push. Sure. Do I counter this? Nah, not that deep. It's fine. They take 3 here. Force of Negation obviously looking very awkward against this Quantum Riddler, which is a creature, so it doesn't. I can't stop it. Yeah, sure. Just a good old fair Quantum Riddler. Another Strip Mine? No, shock. Why are you shocking there? Shock there is interesting to me. My turn, Flash and Brazen B. I draw a land. I need to draw half my deck here. I think that's the only way I can stay in this game. I'm gonna shock this in to play around Force Spike. Actually, I can't even attack. I thought I can attack and then I can Pyroclasm the Riddler, but that's actually just not enough damage. POV, you're a red deck. I could force through 3 damage, but that's literally just not worth it. I need to protect this Tamiyo. So, no attacks. POV, you're a red deck, and you can't kill a 6 toughness creature, by the way. Just saying. Tamiyo, can't stop that. Okay, well, I mean, I drew another Force. I'm just gonna ult Tamiyo. If they have a Bowmaster, I die. Of course they have one. Stifle, that's insane. That's insane. That's an insane card to have here. Thank God it's just Stifle though. Okay, these Force of Negation suddenly look very nice. And now they have a Spell Pierce as their last card. Please just let my ult resolve. Thank you. Holy cow. Oh, okay. Okay, we're fine now. We're probably fine now. We'll probably be fine. Is there anything down here that I want with Mystic Sanctuary? Not really. I can kill the Riddler. Because the Riddler's about to draw them 2 cards and flip Tamiyo. Well, it's not going to flip Tamiyo, but I think I want to bolt. I don't have a red source. I just looked at my lands and realized I don't have a red source, so I can't bolt them. So Riddler's just gonna happen. Do I have a blue source? I have Ivan's. Okay, so Riddler's gonna. I could kill Tamiyo, I guess. That would probably be good. I have Force of Negations. I didn't actually draw a Flare of the Nile, which is also quite interesting. I did draw a Flare of the Nile. Okay, I drew a Flare of the Nile, so that's good. Can counter pretty much anything they do. Okay. I think I want to play a Tamiyo. I don't need a Hardcast Fury. They're gonna die anyway. Actually, wait, I can attack. That's a good call. I can attack and then I can kill. I can Fury them. I can Fury the Riddler. That's pretty cool. So they're gonna get. Are they gonna try and flip Tamiyo here? Oh, Quantum Riddler's gonna draw an extra card. Oh, Fatal Push my Tamiyo. Sure. That's fine. Okay. Fury pitching Pyroclasm. Kill that thing. Alright. Their top deck better be good here. That's like one of the better top decks they could have possibly had. I'm gonna counter that. That's gonna be too hard to deal with. Nice. Okay. How many cards in library? 15? I have to kill them with 15 cards in library? Sure. Ponda. Bolt Mana Drain is fine. I'm just gonna take that. Bolt mana drain is fine. This is lethal, by the way, because now I get to double bolt them when they have nothing, mana drain their only spell, and then get back bolt with Tamiyo. I could have made a land drop. Whoopsie. That's fine, they're dead. They're dead, GG. Oh, good game. Very interesting game. I don't know what the hell they're playing. Fair Quantum Riddler is interesting. I think Quantum Riddler so good that you can play it fairly. It did just lose to a red control deck, so I didn't even have Swords of Plowshares, and they still lost. I don't think you can play this fairly. I mean, looking at their deck, they probably do run like Essence Scatter or something. Essence, what is it called? I've forgotten the name. You'll see the card. The one that AJH had in his original deck. The one that flickers, because then they can flicker their Greaves and flicker their Quantum Riddlers. That's probably what they're doing. But yeah. Is Quantum Riddler so good that it just wins on its own? Because, I mean, I did just kill it. Hey, and that's why we're running the one-off Fury, by the way. Just because 4 damage is enough usually to kill a creature with combat damage on it. It's kind of pathetic, but that's what we have to do in this format, right? But yeah, good game. They're dead because I just get back, bolt, and kill them. The double stifle for my Tamiyo ult was scary as hell, but thankfully I had double negation and the mana to cast them. So yeah, we take those GGs. And we're back for the post-game chat. And, well, again, I don't think this deck is like tiers 1 or anything, but it is still fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have to admit, guilty pleasure, I did enjoy casting Flame of Anor with a wizard in play. It just feels so good to draw 2 cards and kill a creature and then flip your Tamiyo, etc. That just feels very strong. I just think as a 4-off, it's probably still too slow, and just the fact that it needs wizards is just a little asking too much. But it's cool though. It was very fun, I won't lie. And when the artifact mode matters, it's very good as well, because you're basically, yeah, in that case, it was a Chrome Mox, so you destroy their land and draw 2 cards. That feels pretty good. But yeah, I think this deck is okay, especially now with Force of Negation. You can tap out for like Thundertrap Trainer and still hold up a free counter spell. Same goes obviously for Flare of Denial. I think Thundertrap was already good with Flare of Denial. I'm actually surprised that that build wasn't playing Thundertrap over the Galvanic Electrolyzer. Maybe I think Bloomberg wasn't out yet as that deck was made. But yeah, Thundertrap Trainer obviously very good card. I had to craft them for this deck, but definitely going to see play in other decks as well. It's just a great late game sync. Obviously, kind of what Wan Shi Tong does now, where you have a late game mana sync that just makes a board, kinda, I guess. But yeah, Snapcaster Mage felt very good. Really liking the Snap Ponder for card advantage and then Snap Bolt to kill ya. Pretty cool stuff. Jace came up, was relevant. Yeah, kind of just slowed the deck down a little bit. Instead of being more aggressive, where I'm trying to scam a Fury and attack you to death as fast as possible, I'm just trying to control the game with these cards and like have a lot of stack interaction, have a lot of free interaction, and then just drown you in card in value with Flame of Anor. I like the strategy, but first of all, just be Jess guy, because Swords of Plowshares is just so important in the format right now. Like, you will struggle to kill a Quantum Riddler. You have to be very creative to kill a Quantum Riddler. Basically, I had to ult a Tamiyo to kill a Quantum Riddler. That's just not an efficient way of doing that. So just having a Swords of Plowshares I can ponder for. So yeah, be Jess guy, and then maybe cut down the number of Flame of Anors, because Flame of Anor is a fun card, but it's probably not strong enough to be the 4-off backbone of this deck. Magus of the Moon actually was pretty interesting. It actually mattered when it mattered. I actually quite liked it, I'm not gonna lie. Because obviously we're only 2 colors, I really didn't feel the mana base hurting me at any point. I always had my red source when I needed it, and I always had my blue source when I needed it. So I did quite like this. I was considering, instead of Magus, playing Harbinger of the Seas and turning everything blue. But when you turn everything blue, the current deck that like really is annoying to deal with is the Dimir Strip Mine deck, the Hydroponics deck. That one doesn't really care if the thing is islands, especially since Hydroponic turns everything into islands anyway. But obviously that works through Magus as well. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Magus was very good, like way better than you'd think in this deck. I don't think you want more than 2, but it was definitely a cool little angle that the deck has against other players. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pyroclasm. I think Pyroclasm, honestly, I might start playing it in like just blue in just my control. It's such a good card. It's 2 mana to wipe the board. It's just so good. It's kind of what Wrath of the Skies was for like a short period of time when it was still worth it to 2 the narrative on turn 1. So Wrath of the Skies had 2 energy on turn 2. Like it wipes everything away on turn 2. It's pretty good. Obviously it falls off in the late game. It doesn't do anything as a Quantum Riddler, right? But it kills Grief. That's pretty good. It kills a bunch of like aggressive creatures as well. So yeah, I think Pyroclasm is pretty good. So bear that one in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Definitely more of a tier 2 deck in my opinion. I wouldn't recommend playing this around. I wouldn't recommend crafting 4 Flame of Anors. If you really want the value, if you enjoy this type of value, sure, go ahead. But Stock Up is probably a better card. I hate to say it. Stock Up is probably a better card than Flame of Anor. The One Ring is a much better card than Flame of Anor. What other card engines do you have? If you're playing Control, Narset is a better engine than Flame of Anor. Because the fact that what it does is strong when you're doing it, but it requires you to play this specific kind of limited card type in your deck. Obviously, you're lucky that some really good creatures are wizards. Tamiyo is a really powerful card that like you just play anyway, so that's good. Snapcaster is a very good card, very good strategy. It's a wizard. And then Thundertrap is okay. It's a good card. It's like a good mana sink. It replaces itself and can find you a free interaction, and then it's also just a wizard. That's pretty good. And then Magus obviously is a wizard as well, so that's good. We're playing obviously the best wizards, but it still sucks that we have to play wizards. Like there are some cards like Flage, for example. Like yeah, there's other creatures that you want to play. Wan Chi Tong, for example, is one of the newer ones that aren't wizards that you want to play, but you can't because you really want wizards for your engine to work. So yeah, a little bit limiting in that sense. But again, I think the set was still pretty fun, still pretty good, and I don't think this is the final build. You can definitely improve upon this build. But yeah, that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. This was AJH's deck submission for this December. He gets another one in January, and so does BD Loves Cake. You also get a deck submission. BD has already sent me like a couple bet deck lists, so I'll go looking at them right now. And yeah, I'll always try to record my Patreon deck lists first. But obviously I still have a lot of other decks queued for you guys as well, so don't worry. We're never going to run out of content. Once I have finished my move, I'll also be able to upload more often, so that's going to be really fun. Next year is going to be big for Control, right? I'm saying it now. Next year is going to be big for Control. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let's go open a pack and get out of here. Alright, so we got an Avatar pack and a Modern Horizons 3 pack. We'll start with Avatar. I don't think there's anything in here that I really need anymore. We got a rare for free, we'll take those. Yeah, Top Hardened Teacher. When it enters, you may discard a card. If you do, return target instant sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. When you cast a spell, Earthbend 1. If that spell's a lesson, put an additional +1 counter on the land. It's just not that good. If this was a Gruul 2 mana 1/2, I think this would be better than a 4 mana 3/4. 4 mana for this effect is just too slow. Like, imagine this was a 2 mana card. So you can ponder on turn 1, then play off of a Steam Vent, then play a Breeding Pool, play Toff, discard a fetch land, and get your ponder back. And then whenever you cast a spell, you Earthbend, you can start turning your lands into creatures and beating down. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, but it's just too expensive. It's just, this is not a worthy top-end card in Tyrants. It's just too slow. So, unfortunate. I don't think this is... anything else is really playable here. Yep. Oh, they made another land cycling. There's been like a basic land cycling cycle. Oh, actually, not even basic, because island cycling gets any island. There's been a land cycling cycle in like almost every set recently. Is that a thing? I remember there was a time when this just wasn't a thing. When Alabaster Host Intercessor was the only plane cycler that you got on Arena. But oh well, I'll take it. Meteor Sword. Oh, this is literally just Meteor Golem built as an equipment. That's cool, I guess. Anyway, go next pack. Modern Horizons. Let's finish. Let's get more set completion. Got another rare. 2 rares, actually. Oh, that's my 4th Harbinger. That's cool. And then another Edge Switch Implication. Oh, that's sick, actually. That's my 4th Harbinger of the Seas. We are at 19% Vault progress. Could make a dedicated land hate deck now. Dedicated Blue Moon deck. Could do that, but we'll see. That being said, that's pretty much it. Again, really appreciate you guys watching. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you guys so much for everyone who joined my Discord. There are 5 slots remaining. Got 2 new members in the Discord. 5 council slots remaining, okay? Anyone after that is not going to get the council role, and the council role will never come back. Like, I can't say never, but it will probably never come back. Like, the council role in the Discord is exclusive to the first 15 people to join, and then only OGs from my first 100 subs get council. No one else is getting this shit, man. So, hey, just saying. Just saying. Join the Discord down below. Again, if you want to support me on Patreon, but enough yapping. I don't want to self-promo too much. I got a little bit... A guy commented that I should have said that I have a Twitter. I do have a Twitter down in the description as well. It's just for my Control Guy channel. I'm not going to really use it a lot. I might post a Magic hot take or like some spoiler talk or whatever on there every now and then. But if you really care, sure, follow my Twitter. But yeah, it's not that deep. I'd recommend you should follow my Moxfield instead, because then you'll actually get to see what decks I play the day I'm uploading it. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. More of a for fun brew today, but technically still a control deck. So yeah, next video probably gonna either play BT Likes Cakes deck or maybe just a regular control deck. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm the control guy, and I bid you all farewell. Peace.